Well, everybody, we're going to talk about today that Aptera doesn't have a paint shop. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about why Aptera doesn't have a paint shop and if that's good or bad.
We don't have any paint in our facility. We don't paint our body structures. It's a vinyl film that's applied to the vehicle, much like you see a lot of fancy sports cars driving around with, different shiny wraps or flat matte wraps.
So they don't have a paint shop. They're using wraps. How can that help? How can that be good? Well, I got a clip here from Sandy Monroe to help.
A paint shop? Yeah. It can be from here to the moon. Anywhere from $750 million to $3 billion.
For a paint shop?
Yes.
Holy smokes.
Depends on volume, it depends on colors. There's a whole bunch of things that can make the cost of the paint shop go to the moon.
So let's take a look at all the disadvantages of having a paint shop. Sandy Monroe said it costs between $750 million to possibly up to $3 billion. Not only that, but it takes up about a quarter or a third of the factory. Why is that? Well, you have to have all these chemicals. The car has to be cleaned and washed. It has to take a phosphate bath to help get all impurities off of the steel so that the paint could adhere to it better. And then there's the different paints. You have to, if you're going to paint it white, that's about the cheapest option you're going to get. But when you start adding other colors to it, then you have to paint it more than once. And you also have to have robots to do the spraying. You have to have the nozzles. You have to have the right type of paint. These robots have to be programmed. There's just so much that goes into it. I mean, it's not just simply painting a car and that's it. So I could see why that Aptera is staying away from that. It's just so much money that's involved when you're adding all these other things. The computers that are programming the robots, they have to be programmed, and you have to store all these different color paints. If you're going to come out with more paint schemes, you have to know how to mix them, and it just takes a good bit of money to do all that. But Aptera, I mean, they're being smart about it. That's something they don't have to worry about, and that's what, about at least between $750 million to $3 billion that they don't have to come up with. So yeah, I think they're doing good. I think it's really smart. And plus, the small facility that they have, they wouldn't have room to add a paint shop. They would have to actually buy a larger facility or at least another facility to have the painting done at. So yeah, I think Aptera is being pretty smart and going to where they're just going to wrap their vehicles, and that is so much cheaper and simpler to do. Whereas the paint scheme, you deal with all kind of problems with the paint probably clogging the nozzle, and with a wrap you don't have to worry about all that. And doing a wrap is just faster because you don't have to clean the vehicle. All you have to do, well, I mean, you do have to clean it. You do have to get the impurities off, so that it doesn't show up after you put the wrap on it. So yeah, I think they're going a smart direction. Do you think that's a smart direction that they're going in? Leave a comment below. or maybe they could possibly go in a better direction other than wrapping the vehicle. Leave me a comment. We want to hear from you. All right, so let's see. So they are gonna do a wrap, and let's see what's involved with that. Putting a wrap on is so simple. You don't have to have all those chemicals. And this guy, he's actually putting a wrap just on the hood by itself. So it'd be much better if it was him and somebody else doing the wrap. If he wasn't by himself, he'd get that car done in no time. And we got to look at the shape of the car as well. And also, if he had four people, they get it done even faster. But as we look at the shape of the car, we see there's a lot of bumps and humps in the vehicle, and that's going to make it hard. But if you, the Aptera doesn't have that weird shape like that. It'd be a lot simpler, plus it's smaller, and it'd be easier to take care of. But the thing is Aptera doesn't have all that money to have a paint system as well. They just come out much better without having all those chemicals and buying the robots to do with the spray paint on the end, the spray paint the vehicle. You can see how simple this is. So much easier to take care of and get it done. But I cut this video down just to show you, but look how nice that looks. And it's a much better protection against your vehicle. And so, yeah, what do you think? You think Aptera is going in the right direction? You think that's a good idea, not having a paint shop, saving at least $750 million or up to $3 billion? Give me a comment below and tell me what you think. And look at that. That wrap he put on there is so nice. Simplest wraps you can do. I mean, you wouldn't have to spend no more than maybe a couple of $100 to have it done. And I don't know, this wrap that he used, you could tell by the color scheme that it's one of the more expensive ones. But I mean, it does look very beautiful. It looks nice. And I think, you would really appreciate the wrap. And there's so many different kinds out there that you can do. So many different ones, and see how beautiful that is. It's just a gorgeous wrap he put on there. And I know that with Aptera that probably after you get it, you could change the wrap scheme after you decide if you didn't like the actual color that you got, and put you a different wrap on there. And maybe I should do a video on that. But anyway, you guys take care. And listen, give a shout out to my patrons. You guys are awesome. Y'all really keep me going. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and sign up, and you'll get all the information about Aptera when I get it, and you'll get all my new videos as well. And hit the bell and hit the like button. It truly helps me to keep going. But you guys take care. You enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next video. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.